The increase in the amount of people seeking help with emergency food has exploded.
To think that here in the United States, little kids are going to bed hungry, that's just, I can't even begin to comprehend that.
From the neck down, there's injuries from the car accident, and I tried to go back to work and I couldn't do it, and I lost my apartment.
There are people that have to choose between heat, and medication, and food.
I have my son living with me, and I basically lives on a really very low income.
Hunger is something that affects everyone in the community one way or the other.
It doesn't appear as if the demand for food is going to let up anytime soon.
Imagine your life, your family, your friends with no food. The Merrimack Valley Food Bank collects, stores, and distributes an average of 3 million pounds annually to people in over 30 cities and towns in Massachusetts and New Hampshire.
We're serving between 50 and 70,000 people monthly through food pantries, shelters, and meal programs.
The food bank transports food from donors and stores it in a 20,000 square foot food distribution warehouse.
This past year we gave over 3 million pounds of food away here. The need is great, and it's growing. We're growing to where being the warehouse manager, I'm trying to find every square foot I can to put, food in.
Without the Merrimack Valley Food Bank, we couldn't function. We get between 50 to 70% of our food from the bank, and without it, we'd have a very hard time meeting the needs of the people in our community.
The Merrimack Valley Food Bank distributes food through a network of member agencies like food pantries, shelters, and meal programs.
We fill a need for low-income families that need a lot of support in addition, because their benefits are not enough to sustain them for the month.
You get that much on food stamps?
Yes.
Yeah. And then you get some child support.
Yeah.
God bless you. You too. Bye.
Member agencies come into the distribution center and select food that they in turn give to individuals.
We visit the food bank every single week. They're the greatest economic resource for all of us pantries and shelters. They're able to use their resources and their outreach to get food that we can get very cheaply.
Today, actually, we're going down to an elderly housing complex, and we're distributing a lot of the food that you see here today.
I got free potatoes if you need potatoes. Yeah. I love it when they say, oh, wow, you got this, because it gets me excited to know that they're excited, because I know where they're taking it to give it to the people who are in need.
The Merrimack Valley Food Bank has its own community garden that is planted and harvested by volunteers, and the produce is delivered to mobile pantry families.
It's a small one, but it'll grow. We'll get that one too.
Our mobile pantry program is one that we're particularly proud of because it serves a targeted population that is underserved in our community.
There are people that are like handicapped or quite elderly and housebound that can't get to the food pantry, and volunteers such as myself and many others will deliver it to them.
In the produce, we get vegetables, fruits, whatever we can get to put in the bags for them, and in the freezer bags, stuffed peppers, ground beef, potato wedge, carrots, blueberries, strawberries, shake, and we put some bread.
Our Operation Nourish program provides supplemental nutrition to Lowell school children who would otherwise go without nutritious food over the weekend.
Children going hungry, studies have proven that these kids struggle in school in different ways. And children are the future, so it's important that they get good nutritious food.
We're able to help them return to school on that following Monday, ready to learn. We're proud to partner with individuals and groups who can help us access fresh produce whenever possible.
How you doing?
Yep.
The Merrimack Valley Food Bank also distributes food to lower-income populations at local housing communities.
It's one of the ways that the food bank actually gets out into the community and affects part of the population which we think needs the most help.
It's a godsend. It makes a big difference when you're coming towards the end of the month and you open up your cabinet and you're like, okay, what am I going to do? You know you're going to get what you need, especially the rice, because we use a lot of rice up here. Everybody cooks rice.
Funding to continue our operations is necessary so that we can keep up with the demand.
Funds for the food bank's operations come from a variety of sources, including individual and corporate donations, grants and foundations, and fundraisers like the annual golf tournament in the fall, or the Grape Expectations wine tasting and auction, or the very unique Construction Boston.
We appreciate donations of all sizes and varying forms, including funds, food, and time.
You can help the Merrimack Valley Food Bank and our neighbors right now. To learn how you can donate food, funds, or your time and help the Merrimack Valley Food Bank help others, contact them at 978-454-7272 or visit www.mvfb.org.
Everybody truly has the capacity to help us help others.